Welcome back, citizens of Rosewood. We are now in week 4. I'm going to show you our rival and a little bit of her routine, along with the fact that I'm going to show you the befriending all of the people in her suitors club, along with obviously her suitor. And then just to kind of sprinkle them in, especially since I know we're going to actually need to do a specific task for one of them because of how it will help us in the future, I'm going to also do all the tasks for the delinquents and the lady delinquents. Now, all of the tasks for them are going to be the same that we've already shown you, except for one of the delinquents tasks, which I will show you doing me doing those. Alright, so this is our rival right here. And let's go ahead and do her task. Alright, so here's the story. There's this absolutely adorable stray cat living on the school grounds, and I really wish I could pet him, but the problem is, he runs away whenever I approach him. I've tried to catch him, but he outruns me every time, and I'm supposed to be an athlete. Do you realize how much that hurts my pride? At this point, petting that cat has become my life's goal. If you could catch that stray cat and bring him to me, oh man, I would be your best friend forever. Sumiko Tachibana? Something like that. Wants to pet a certain cat so that she can feel better about not being fast enough to catch it. Find the cat behind the statue of the headmaster, chase it down, grab it, and bring it back to her. Will you accept this task? You'll try to catch him for me? Awesome! The last time I saw him, he was behind the statue of the headmaster. His fur is black, so he should be easy to spot. Good luck catching him. You'll need it. So, it is important. Oh, I like that it gives us the toggle now. You're gonna have to spam press the button to pick up the cat, because it is actually very difficult to catch this cat if you're not wearing the right underwear. I did not put on the speedy ones. I should have. I actually have the ones for making it so it's difficult to... They have a smaller range of sight. But you're gonna chase this cat, and the path is a little kind of all over the school grounds, so, but we're gonna start back here, where we should be able to see him. Yeah, there he is right there. I must just start running now. Oh. He's supposed to run. Well, that's the easiest I've ever had catching him. Let's just go take him back to the rival. And I'm sure Senpai's about to check his desk. So we'll get that notification for just a second here, but well, that certainly was easy. Normally that is way more difficult. Also, I realized that in prior episodes, I did not properly befriend the other rivals because you have, for some of them after the first one, you have to not only do their tasks, but you actually have to talk to them about their likes and dislikes. So I'm gonna do that with her, and that way we can properly befriend her, but it'll be okay. But anyways, we're just going to... How do I drop you again? There we go. Oh, wow, you actually did it. You caught him. Oh, man, he's even more cute up close. Come here, little guy. Who's a kitty? Who's a cute little kitty cat? You are. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't run this time. I'm worried that may be a bug. But, I'm gonna go ahead and do the tasks of her suitor and all of his club members, and then, of course, also all of the delinquents, and then I will be showing you all of their tasks. But I am gonna try to show you her routine first, because actually you're gonna notice she's walking away, and I'm gonna show you right now where she's going. Okay, so she's gonna come here to the ladies' locker room, and you're gonna notice that if you want to take her out, and this is not a situation where you're trying to do the, like, the true ending, where you're going based off the hints, you're probably thinking, oh, I could probably just take her out in here. No, you can't. There are witnesses everywhere that make it so there is not a way. I don't think there's a way back here, but there's almost no way. And if you giggle in here, nobody will come to investigate anything. You would have to find a way to get every single one of these girls to leave in order to get her, or find a really good timing to get here before the rest of them, or take them all out in prior weeks, which is a lot of work, but you can't do that here. But she's gonna get changed into her gym uniform, and then I'm just gonna run down there. I'm not gonna wait for her to get down there, but she's gonna come down here where the sports boys that are still down here and sports girls, oh no, they're all here this week. They're gonna run on the track, and so is she. And then after school, she's gonna go swimming with them as well. I don't really think there's anything else she does aside from running on the track with them, but she basically just does what they do with them. But let's go ahead and do the task for her suitor and all of the delinquents and lady delinquents. just to kind of help break things up from all the tasks being completed. During lunch is going to be when you obviously are going to handle your rival. But the first thing she does is she comes in here and she prepares her own food. So you can't just go up to her desk and put the poison in her bento. You're going to have to wait until after she's made her food. Because afterwards, she's going to come out and she's going to sit right here, surrounded by all these people. You're going to have to lure all the people that are relevant that will see her or see you put poison in her food away. Poison the food, wait for her to sit back down, and then she'll eat it. And then you can just kind of watch from like right here. Which is what I normally do. But all the lady delinquents are going to sit here. But we're going to go ahead and do all of their tasks, and I will show you all of their tasks being completed.
What are you talking to me for? Trust me, I'm not the kind of guy you want to get involved with. If you spend too much time around me, you're gonna get hurt. I'm not just saying that, you know. I'm serious. I pissed off some pretty nasty guys, and every day they wait outside the school gate for me to show up so they can beat me senseless. If they see me and you together, they'll think you're my girl. And if they get the impression that you're important to me, they'll probably try to rough you up. Or worse. So just stay away from me. Got it?
Togo Arasuma is being antagonized by a local gang. Talk to him outside the school gates after 3:30 p.m. to defeat his enemies in a brawl.
What? Are you insane? You think you could take them on? We're talking about a gang here. You wouldn't stand a chance. Your funeral. I'll be waiting at the school gate at 3:30. Yep, there they are. Right on schedule. You better leave before... Hey, you're not actually going to try to fight them, are you? They'll kick your ass. No turning back now. Here they come.
They have new hairstyles now. I forgot about that. It used to be that it was just dark hair of the modern day delinquents. Okay, that's cool. I forgot. I haven't done this in a while. Oh, I thought they would do just their big attacks, I'm not gonna lie. I've always liked this minigame for some reason.
I've never seen anything like that before. You're not human. After today, I definitely won't have to worry about those guys anymore. If you hadn't stepped in, though, they probably would have killed me. I owe you my life. There's no way I could ever pay you back for what you just did. But there's someone else who might be able to. My brother. He's got connections. You know that street with all the stores? At night, you can find my brother there, in an alleyway. I'll tell him to hook you up with whatever you want. After that, we'll be square, alright? And hey, thanks again.
I love the animation done for that cutscene. I think it was really well done. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and utilize that connection that we just got from doing that after school. So I was wrong. She does not go swimming with the sports team after school. She does like a yoga sort of thing, I guess, or stretching, I should say, with the rainbow students. All but the pink-haired Kaguya. do like the music though. And I believe she's gonna spend the entirety of the time here, but I am gonna go ahead and fast forward through that just to kind of find out. Because I think 5:15 is when she'll start heading home. There's no way that their shoulders wouldn't hurt by this point, I feel like, with all this stretching. Wow, they really did spend the entire time just doing the same, like, what, 4 stretches? Not even that. Like, stretching the same 4 different little areas. And now they're just gonna go home. I know she's gonna go have the conversation with Senpai because it's Monday and they're gonna talk about the meal. Anyways, really quick important note is when you want to poison her, you're not going to be able to do so on Tuesday as she's going to have the book from Senpai, so she's not going to have food. So I'm going to be cutting to Wednesday as opposed to Tuesday to show you me poisoning her, but I am going to show you what happens when you go interact with that one delinquent's brother at night first.
I'm not going to give you my name, and you're not going to give me yours. The less we know about each other, the better. As soon as we're done here, you're going to forget my face and forget that this conversation ever happened. Got it?
Understood.
My brother owes you a debt that he could never repay. I'm grateful that you pulled his ass out of the fire, but that doesn't make us friends. The less debts a man owes, the better. And I don't want my brother to owe anything to anyone. So I'm here to make things square between you and him. This is strictly business, so let's get to the chase. I brought some things with me that you might be interested in. Hurry up and pick the one that you want.
I'm gonna pick the fake ID, because the fake ID is gonna make it so you can buy certain things that you're going to need later on. For instance, manga that can only be bought if you have the ID to do so. So that's what we're going to select.
There, you got what you wanted. With this, my brother's debt is cleared. Do we have an understanding?
We do.
Good. And if you're smart, this will be the last time you even talk to someone like me. Just one thing about my brother. I want you to... Never mind. Forget I said anything.
I would personally like to know what it was he was going to ask regarding his brother. I imagine it was something along the lines of, like, keep an eye out for him or something like that, but that would require him to owe Ryoba, so that's one of the reasons he changed his mind. But no, we are going to need that ID for some things. For instance, one of the first things we can buy using that now is this certain manga over here, which is going to be important for when we are trying to romance one of the rivals in the future. It also makes it so we can buy certain things from here that we couldn't before, like the cigarettes and the alcohol, which we are going to need at some point. There was one more thing I know we needed it for, but I'll be honest, I can't remember off the top of my head, and if I ever figure it out, I promise I will let you know in one of the future videos. But let's go ahead and handle our arrival. And put that in there. What the There we go. Okay. That's handled. We're gonna fix our sanity. Nice and quick. And then we just gotta wait, because eventually she's gonna come out and she's gonna eat that. Speed things up just a little. Okay. Oh, that was fast. I didn't know I would made it that quick, huh? Okay. She hasn't noticed yet, so I'm gonna take advantage of this and go handle that before she does. There she is, noticing. Hi, bud. I did not know that you apparently were not someone I could talk to with this, but that's okay. We're gonna get her instead. Oh, there she is. She's not gonna get the chance though. Why isn't it letting me? Oh, well then I guess we're just gonna have to cut to the police getting here and handling things. The police arrive at school. They discover the corpse of Sumiko Tashibana. I hope I'm pronouncing even half these correct. They are unable to locate any murder weapons. The police question all students in the school, including Ryoba. They are unable to link her to any crimes. They don't have enough evidence to perform an arrest. The police investigation ends and students are free to leave. Senpai is deeply saddened by the death of his friend. Ryoba stalks Senpai until he has returned home and then returns to her own home.
Like an insect buzzing around a meal that was left unattended, another pest has begun to orbit around my senpai. The latest girl comes from one of Japan's wealthiest families. She looks down on anyone with less money than her, which of course means that she looks down on nearly everyone. I can tell that she doesn't see my senpai as an equal. It would be more accurate to say that she wants to keep him as a pet. I'd like to say that my senpai has enough sense to avoid getting involved with her, but the promise of a cozy life in the lap of luxury might be too tempting for him. Just to make sure that he doesn't make the wrong decision, I'll have to remove the option from his life altogether. It looks like the only reason she enrolled in Academy was for the prestige. She has no intention of studying at all. She spends all day sunbathing at the pool. You know, every year, a lot of unfortunate accidents happen around pools. It would be such a shame if she fell asleep and drowned.